What's going on YouTube? Back here with a brand new upgrade video for the 2010 Mac Pro. Now, what we have here today is 16 gigs of DDR3, 1333 megahertz RAM, a W3690 Six Core, 3.46 gigahertz, I think, CPU, and here's the old CPU tray. Now, I got all this stuff for a great deal. I got this for around $100 for everything, so it was a really good deal. And yeah, so what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you how to install these parts on a 2010 Mac Pro. Now, the procedure for the 2009 Mac Pro may be a little bit different, but yeah, let's get right into it. So the first thing we got to do is go ahead and remove this heatsink. Now, actually, I take that back. We're going to do the RAM first. So in here currently is 6 gigs of DDR3. I'm pretty sure it's 1333 megahertz DDR3. So I'm going to go ahead and move that stick by stick. Just get it out of here. Alright. There's, I think that's two 1 gig. No, these are 4 gig sticks, so it's two 4 gigs. Or two 2 gigs. Can't talk today. What is this? That's a 1 gig stick. And this is another 1 gig stick, I'm assuming. Now for the CPU heatsink. Now I bought a kit that I really didn't need. It was a kit by Husky. It came with a bunch of different hex screw sets, but all you really need is a 3mm. I think that's a 3mm. What is that? I'm not sure. This one fits the socket, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a 3mm hex screw. Yeah, 3mm 9-inch long socket. So they said to do it in a crisscross pattern. So I'm gonna start on this side and go there, and then do this one, go there, and then do this one last. So there's one loose, second loose, the third one, yeah, yeah. Let's roll. Alright, so I'm back and I have the heatsink off. I'm just going to place it down over here. Okay, so now that I've changed the angle, what I'm going to start by doing is I'm going to blow a little bit of compressed air through this afterwards. I'm actually going to start cleaning this off with alcohol and a cotton swab like this. Now, I don't have any Arctic cleaner or anything like that, but you don't really need it, you know. As long as you use I think it's isopropyl alcohol on these things, you should be just fine with cleaning it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So what you want to do is take the take the cotton swab. And just get a little bit of alcohol on it, just a little bit, small amount, just enough. And just go slowly. Be mindful of the components around the chip. Just go ahead and get all that out of there. Oh man, I'm kind of nervous because I've never done anything like this before, but it's okay. I'm doing good so far. Just gonna get most of this stuff off of the surface of the CPU here. Be careful so it doesn't get on the pins or anything like that. Anything on the motherboard, on the daughter tray. So, I mean, that's as good as I want to get it for right now. I mean, I'm not going to be reusing the CPU anytime soon. And if I do have an issue with it, or if I do want to use it again, I can just reapply the thermal paste, clean it off at a later time. But what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and remove this. So, remove the retention arm. I think this just comes up like so. And here is the 2.8 gigahertz quad core. You guys can see that. 2.8 gigahertz quad core CPU. Now I'm going to finish cleaning this off. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I got the CPU cleaned up okay. As you can see, there's still a little bit on the base of the CPU. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm probably not going to be using this. I don't know what I'm going to do with that actually. Probably just keep it. Maybe sell the machine with it, I'm not sure. So, now I'm going to go ahead and unbox the new CPU and RAM. Okay, so here we got the new CPU, we got the new RAM. Go ahead and start with the CPU first. So, just going to do this off camera because it's a little bit easier. As you can see. Alright, so here's the CPU. Unfortunately, it looks like it still has a little bit of thermal paste on it, but that's nothing that I can't clean up. As you can see, got a little bit on my hands there. So, leave that right there. And here is the RAM. Check this off. Alright, there is the RAM. If you can kind of see it, it's two 8GB sticks, and my hands won't stop shaking. Yep, two 8GB sticks, DDR3, 1333 megahertz. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clean up the CPU, and I'll come back to you when this thing's completely clean. Alright guys, so after a nerve-wracking process, finally got this right here going. So, here, if I can focus, what is that going to say? That is a W3690, looking all clean, because it did have some thermal paste on there when I purchased it. So, got that all cleaned up for the most part. Looking good, looking good. And here is the, come on, focus, W3530, I think that says. Yeah, W3530 right there. 2.8 gigahertz quad core. Do not need that anymore. I'm going to be selling that, I think. So, let's go ahead and install the new W3690 into the socket. So, I'm going to go ahead and lift the arm up. Being careful not to touch anything. Just going to lift this up right here. Alright, and going to align it with the notches in the CPU socket. Where's the arrow? Alright, there it is. Pretty sure that's in right. Give it a little wiggle. Make sure it's in there snug. Oh. And it's in there. So that is the installation of the W3690. So now I'm going to put a little bit of thermal compound in. Now, what they say to do is apply a pea-sized ball to the center of the CPU. So, go ahead and find it here. Okay, I think that was a little bit too much. Go ahead and take a little bit of that off. Yeah, I think I put a little bit too much on there, so just a second. Well, that didn't go as I expected, but that's pretty much the general amount that is on there anyway. I just did a couple of researches, and I found that that's perfectly fine, you know. It'll spread out evenly anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten down the heatsink. Let me go ahead and show that to you now. And here is the heatsink. Looking all nice. Got it pretty decent. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is align everything. Make sure everything's be good to go. Alright. Pretty sure this is how it goes on. Put it down there. Okay, that's on there pretty decent. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in a star pattern, just like I did before with the 3mm. Yeah, focus. Okay, it's not going to focus, but 3mm hex wrench screw. Oh, did. Okay. No. It's right. This. Okay. And that's not going anywhere. And then it's supposed to lift up by the heatsink, but it's okay. So now, the RAM. So, go ahead and open it up. Alright, now here are the beautiful 8GB sticks. Focus. Come on. There we go. Beautiful 8GB sticks of HP Elpida branded RAM. Whatever. So we're going to be having 20 gigs in this system. Focus. Okay. 20 gigs in this system. So we're going to go ahead and install this one. Here's 8 gigs, which is already better than I had before. I had 6 gigs in the system. Alright, that's 8 gigs in. $16. Here's a 2 gig stick that I was using previously in the system. And here is 20, supposedly. We'll see how this plays out in the system when it's hooked up. Alright, so that is the RAM and CPU installed into the tray. Now for the moment of truth. Just make sure everything's locked down securely. I'm going to plug it into the Mac Pro and see what happens. Okay, y'all, so now is the first fire of the system with the upgrades in. I'm very nervous. I'm hoping I did everything right. If not, I'm going to be out a lot of money. I'm sitting over here stumbling and rambling. And okay, here we go. First fire. No chime. Oh, crap. So we didn't get a chime. Huh? Just 1 second, guys. Round 2. Hold on, guys. Something's wrong. Okay, guys. Let me gotta give you a better angle here. Just 1 second. Okay, guys. So after a mini panic attack, everything's good. It was a RAM issue. The RAM was not really working with the other sticks I had. These right here. These are the sticks that just came out of the Mac Pro. The old 2 gigabyte sticks. So I thought I could have 20 gigs, but it doesn't work like that. It has to be a very specific set of RAM. Sorry, SD card got full, but yeah. Thank you for watching the video. That really concludes upgrades for this for a while. I may go up to 32 gigs. We'll see. But I'm going to be doing a new project soon. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. It really means a lot. I just I had a little panic attack at the end there. I really thought I broke something. But it was just a RAM issue. So nothing really to worry about. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.